now.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Threeflings, the only show on Twitch with three tieflings every Friday that we know of. I'm Jess. I'm going to be your DM or guide or, the person whose channel this is. You might see me down in the chat as Angry Nerd Girl. And today we are playing The Scales of Melusine by Eleanor Hingley. It's from Uncaged Volume 2. Hey, look, you can see my ring light on there now. There it is. And content warnings, this has snakes, drowning, mind control, and claustrophobia. So if that is not your yum, we will see you next week. We love you, and we want you to be safe and have fun. So without further ado, let's introduce our brand spanking new Teef. Everybody, welcome to DW Dagon. Tell us who you are and who you are playing.
Yay!
My name is DW, and I'm a RPG creator. I like doing art and design and writing. And yes, shall be playing Brooks Shiner, a bit of a fortune-telling shyster who likes to pull fast ones of people that started in the streets of Waterdeep, but has since kind of gotten a bit too much heat, and they kind of move around quite a lot. Pronouns prefer they, them, but they're kind of gender fluid, so it depends kind of what they're kind of presenting as at the point in time. Also, I should mention they have a familiar, which is a little octopus called Golfroom the Great.
Amazing.
Which is a part of their street act that they don't do the fortune telling. They're just the moderator for Golfroom the Great to reveal the secrets, because Golfroom is a magical octopus, a great divine octopus, apparently.
Rumor has it.
Asses.
Yes, but they stats wise they are a level 2 warlock and a level 2 wizard.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's welcome back Vittori. Draz, tell us who you are. Tell us a little bit about Vittori.
Hello, I am Draz, also known as Allison or Drazia in the chat. I play Vittori. She's a Gloomstalker ranger who loves to shoot crossbows. And she has magic. Unlike someone.
Unlike some people.
And speaking of some people, Gwendy, tell us who you are. Tell us about Idara.
I'm Gwendy B, and I'm playing Vittori's cousin, Idara, and she's a regular-ass fighter. Just 4 levels in fighter, no magic from that, no magic from her tiefling blood. She's not mad about it. You're projecting. And yeah, it's a good time.
All right. So, see, this adventure takes place in the city-state of Gerino. And I'm going to say that Vittori and Idara, you've both heard that King Elinus has put out a call for someone to free his kingdom from corruption. He is looking to hire adventurers or anyone magical to free his kingdom from this poisonous wellspring. Now, why is Brooks in Gerino? This is a city-state deep in the Mistfall Mountains, and it has a poisoned wellspring. Would Brooks come here for financial reasons or something else?
I'd say, yeah, just passing through.
Okay. So would you answer a call for adventures, or just kind of be hanging out doing your usual thing?
Kind of hanging out, doing the usual thing, because as far as Brooks knows, no one knows that they're there. So they're kind of like, yes, I'll just kind of, do a couple of rounds on this township, and then continue on until they find like another big city, such as Waterdeep, where no one knows of them and they don't have a reputation. Good, but also bad. Mixed feelings. A broken clock is right twice, so.
That's what you want to hear from your fortune teller?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a divination wizard.
So, in the heart of a fertile river basin, surrounded by mountains, sits a city that rules over rolling plains. It's a pocket of tranquility surrounded by countries that look to its rich farmlands and extensive forest with greedy eyes. However, Gerino has retained its independence through the canny negotiations of the monarchy. The palace of King Alinus, ruler of Gerino, stands proud from the city's golden stone buildings, a hall made for diplomacy rather than defense. And on your way to this hall, Idara and Vittori, you see someone very familiar.
Yeah.
I feel like Idara and Vittori both just stop and they're like, this motherfucker.
The motherfucker.
Also, oh, sorry.
Yeah. I was gonna say in this situation, Brooks has one of their main one of two disguises up, an old wizened man or an old kind of wizened woman that looks very like fortune telly, which you would probably recognize as having tried to pull fast one on you before.
Yeah, so I would just like to say that Idara and Vittori are specifically heading here from their recent attempt to rid a manor of some banshees, and I'm calling that my episode recap from last week, and would like to add to our pool of inspiration.
Yeah, that's all we needed to know about
I'm
that
a failure at that, so good job. Yeah, you got inspiration.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. And that's pooled, by the way, so any one of us can
Say
has
someone else
inspiration
can.
now.
Yeah. Good job.
Yeah, but yeah. So we both see Brooks. What are they doing right now? Are they just standing around or like?
Well, they've got what looks like a hovering disc, only a few foot off the ground, that they're sitting cross-legged on a little mat, and on the disc they're using it like a table, which is Tensor's floating disc, but they're using it as their divination table, and they've got a few candles and there's like a glass bowl with what looks like an octopus in there. Quite possibly in the past, you it could have been a toad or a fish, when they were kind of working the rounds when you saw them. And there's just like a couple of people walking by. They're kind of trying to entice people to get their fortunes told by the great golf room.
All right. Nadara's just gonna walk straight up and sit down at their table and be like, "Hi, what are you doing here?"
Their current disguise is the old wizened kind of like Zoltan, that booth with the animatronic, like the Zoltan the fortune teller. Well, immediately they're just like, making sure no one else is hearing, seeing them. Idara?
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing here?
I'm trying to work. What are you doing here?
I have...
God, it's Vittori.
You've met my cousin?
Vittori's just in the background, just cross-armed, just glaring.
We're here doing honest work, probably.
Probably.
We'll find out when we get there.
I mean, I look. Let's just ditch this little corner. I must go. Just kind of announcing to the people, fortunes pulled me in another direction. And I will kind of pack my stuff up, drop the disc, and then kind of go into a quieter place and drop the illusion. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Wait, hold on.
How
do you know Vittori?
Here. Well,
I'm a bounty hunter. I'm in Waterdeep a lot. They have a reputation over there.
Yeah.
And, we've crossed paths a few times because of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're...
Yeah, and I gotta say, first impressions aren't that great, but I helped you. I helped both of you in different situations, so you're not gonna rat me out here, are you?
Depends on how many people you're scamming before you leave.
Yeah.
Well, look, I'm a divination wizard, not a maths wizard, okay? So, I don't know. I've made a little bit of a clink here, but I'm just passing through.
Yeah.
Not hurting anyone. Just
passing through, huh? How long have you been here?
About 4 days.
All right, so that was enough time for my bar to put up a picture of you in our back room. So, might be time for you to find a new city.
Yeah. But hey, I've got a few happy customers. That's what really matters, isn't it?
So, Brooks, if you've been here actually for 4 days, you would have heard that several townsfolk have gone missing.
Oh my god, no,
Particularly
Oh,
women.
okay. Oh, okay. In that case,
They just calmly walked out of the gates of the city and never returned.
oh. Okay, so I've been here for about 4 days, but it's creeping me out a little because apparently some people have been missing. Women, in fact. So, and now that I've dropped a disguise, you can see I've got, kind of like a green traveling smock with like a nice kind of white blouse shirt underneath and puffy pants. But I've kind of adjusted it and untucked bits to kind of make it look a bit more masculine this time.
When you say that women have gone missing, Idara just has like the longest 1,000-yard stare and is just like, of course that's what's happening. Why wouldn't that be what's happening? That's...
Vittori puts a hand on Idara's shoulder and like, oh look, it's your specialty.
I used to do interesting work, and now I'm just a professional people finder like you. Sorry, that came out wrong.
It's alright, I get what
But
you're
hey,
saying.
look, I've been kind of trying to do some divination just on my own well-being. It's turned out good so far. I only wanted to stay here like one night, but I've been a little scared after hearing, like, people be gone missing, So
You're scared?
I know I'm a little, I kind of exhibit braveness, knowing destinies and fates and stuff. But I don't know. I'm thinking about Golfrim here. So if you'd be happy to have me stick around for a little while, maybe you could escort me out of the city to another place where people aren't going missing.
How about you help us find some missing people, and we won't tell the town here what else you've been making go missing from their pockets. That is
It seems kind of counterintuitive to going missing myself. So I'm gonna say probably not, but I'm just gonna ask Golfrim. Hold a second.
All right. Thank you for guessing.
I pull out Golfrim and like. No.
Do you think they can really talk to the octopus?
All right, I'll help you out, but only because Golfroom has said it is destined.
That's very generous.
And you can tell they're full of bullshit.
All right.
I'm just realizing that this might be like the first adventure where we want to insight check a fellow players.
Oh, speak for yourself. That's Adara's bread and butter.
That's fair.
Anyway, how do you two know each other?
We're cousins.
No way. Ha!
Yeah.
You couldn't tell from the family resemblance?
Yeah. The abyssal blood, which makes us look extremely similar.
Extremely similar in every way. Don't double check the art.
I just thought it was maybe a popular...
telling.
Yeah. I just thought it might be a popular aesthetic,
Tiefling?
Yeah. The
I mean, it's a good aesthetic. I'm a tiefling.
You're not wrong about the good part. Everything else was wrong.
Well, I don't have 100% divination rate. That's why I'm part
What's your
warlock.
divination rate to begin with?
Anyway, that's neither here nor there. How about we what do you need? What do you need?
Well, we have to go meet up with the person who put out the call for adventurers, so...
Yeah, some king. At this,
King?
Vittori does reach into her pocket, just take out a crumpled piece of paper and then just put it back.
Is there a...
It's not on the list, I checked.
Is there a reward?
I mean, he's a king. I really hope there is.
You've met us. Vittori's like a swell person, but do you really think we'd be helping people without money?
Yeah, like last time we went to a mansion and like the lady of the house was like, I'm going to give you 10 gold. And we were like, fuck that. Give us some more and also pay your workers. So,
Pay us fairly for our labor, pay your staff fairly for their labor. It was a whole thing. We're pretty sure we convinced the gardener to unionize.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I like
anyway,
to seek other
I
opportunities.
think we're more alike than I initially thought. You know, I mean, you can only do so much in good faith. You know, you gotta have some kind of reimbursement. You know, just to help out.
yeah, well, we're getting reimbursed for putting our lives on the line, so.
Yeah. And also, I'm just so suspicious of Brooke saying that because, like, a swindler saying that stuff.
Well, I'm not gonna lie.
Dissonance.
I
So
like money.
eventually,
You know.
you are led to a lavish throne room in the castle.
Once Brooks
Jess
has
is like, we
agreed
need
to
to
do
move
this,
on with the adventure.
we'll like have the rest of that conversation on the way once Brooks is like on board.
17 insight checks later.
Sitting on the throne is King Elinus. I will say his name 18 different times today because that's where I am. King Elinus. And he looks very regal. He's not in full court dress, but there's some courtiers and knights around, and also a young woman, also regally dressed, kind of standing behind him to the side. He looks kind of confused at you, and she leans in and whispers in his ear. He says, yes, so you answered the call. Welcome. We're here to root out the source of corruption that's been poisoning Gerino.
Yeah, we also hear you have a missing persons problem.
Oh yes, one of my most trusted knights, Sir Raymondin, has fallen prey to this vicious enchantress. I believe it's Melusine who cast this spell on my village. Raymondin took a cadre of knights up to the mountain to eliminate her once and for all, and he's never returned. I believe the witch who cursed our water must have ensnared him as well.
So is your water fully poisoned?
It's green and viscous and altogether unsuitable.
I don't know if I would call it water at that point.
But this witch, Melusine, she lives high in the mountain grotto. The water flows from there, so she must have done something. Anyway, I'm offering 50 gold apiece to anyone who can end this corruption. By any means necessary.
Let's say maybe some filters in the river to just clean up if it sounds like algae.
Well,
But the other thing we can
algae.
we can take a look at the other thing as well.
just so much.
So you said there was a witch?
Yes, Melusine the Enchantress. Be careful. I don't know what caused her to lash out on the city, but she has the power to manipulate the minds of those who get near her. She's strongest in her grotto.
Has
So
she
be
always
careful.
been there?
She's immortal, so she has always been, and apparently always will be.
But she poisoned the water recently.
Yes, I'm not sure what caused her to turn on us.
Cool.
Any of you can give me like a history or arcana check to see if you know anything about Melusine.
Kind of a related question. Did the knights going missing sound... That sounds different from what Brooks had heard about, like, people just walking out of town, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I got a 3, so I know jack shit.
Brooks is gonna pipe up and say, those knights, are they all women, or are they men, or a bit of both?
Well, Raymondin is a great man. I'm not sure about the knights that he took with him.
Okay.
But,
Okay. I just heard in the village, you know how villagers talk, but I heard that that it was women that were being taken after they leave the village gates.
I don't concern myself with what goes on with the common folk. My sister
the
can advise
common
you something
folk.
with that.
Mm.
Did
And
I
kind
just
of gestures
turn
to the woman
Yeah.
behind him. Yeah.
Did either of them seem, like, surprised at this information, or did they, like, know and just not care to tell us?
She looks down at the floor He looks like... Give me an insight check.
Sure.
Go do a perception check on that spot she's looking at on the floor.
Yeah.
18 for insight.
So it seems more like he doesn't care.
Okay.
It's less of surprise and more like it just would not attract his attention at all if people went missing.
What about her?
Seems like she knows.
Okay.
Seems like she's very aware and ashamed.
Okay. As long as she's embarrassed about it, I guess.
Yeah, and Brooks, what was that perception check?
That was a... Sorry, my app closed. It was an 8-ish.
Okay. So it looks like ground.
I lean over to Vittoria and be like, I don't know what she's looking at, but there doesn't seem to be anything there. Might be a
If
trapdoor or
your
something.
sister concerns herself with these matters, could we talk with her about that?
He goes, oh, of course. I have some meetings with ambassadors anyway, so Sigurd can take you elsewhere. She'll see you out.
Can I roll an insight check about that meeting with ambassadors?
Yeah.
13.
Seems on the up and up.
All right. Okay.
He's allowed to leave this time.
That's what I usually say when I'm sick of customers. That's all.
You're going to talk with an ambassador?
Hey, I'm a wizened old man or a woman, important.
Oh yeah, what are you looking like right now? Are you
I'm just looking like Brooks. I'm just looking like
Okay.
Brooks right now. Yeah.
The gremlin.
All right.
So the woman comes forward. She is wearing a long blue dress and nothing super fancy. Like you wouldn't be like, wow, how ostentatious, but like it's clearly good quality. Like it's something a royal would wear when they weren't trying to be, running court.
Extra.
And she approaches you and says, I'm Princess Sigrid. I'll see you out. So you're going up to the Mistfall Mountains. I can get you some maps. The way's terribly treacherous, I know. Well, my brother isn't sure of this, but most of Sir Raymondon's companions washed up. Down in the river.
Like they're bad at
As
their
in,
jobs?
like,
Well, no. They looked like they'd been attacked or by an animal or drowned.
Those usually have pretty different signs. One involves a lot more like open wounds.
Yeah.
Yes, it's well, as you can see, it's terribly treacherous, even for, highly regarded knights. They've perished up there, and Sir Raymondon took the best. And it's even gotten, more treacherous. The river's rising, it's the summer season, and apparently the wildlife's gotten more aggressive. I mean, they do every summer, but if they're taking out a whole crew of knights, I'm worried about the citizens who have gone missing. No one's been able to find them, and I don't know why they would just up and leave.
Do you have any idea of why Melusine would suddenly, curse the water or whatever?
No, I mean, we'd never had problems with anyone in the Grove. Last month, my brother traveled up there. He'd been a little anxious about her, but he went to ask her for his prophecy. She's well known as a fortune teller, and she gives prophecies. She sees the future, and then he returned, and then the water was cursed, and people started going missing. And I don't know if they quarreled, but well, he came back rather angry.
2 questions. Angry about what? But also you said any of the people in the Grove? Are there other people up there?
Well, there's Melusine, and then I believe there's her attendants.
Oh, right.
Okay. I'll allow it.
I assume immortals tend to have their own court. He didn't tell me much about it. He was quite in a rage when he returned. I had
And
hoped he so excels at diplomacy. He's kept the other kingdoms out of here for so long, and I had hoped that we could have forged a better bond with her, but well, I'm not sure.
I mean, as
how
a diviner
long?
myself,
Really? You have the gift?
yeah, I have the gift.
Totally.
But I gotta say, sometimes, you can tell someone's fortune, but it's not what they want to hear.
That's
Us
actually solid input.
Yeah,
Yeah.
us
Wow.
diviner types, it's a gift, and we do it willingly to assist other people with, rejoin their fates. But we tend to not be aggressive, river poisoning types. So, if there is some kind of misunderstanding, well, we'll look into it for you.
What?
I mean,
oh, sorry.
no, you go.
Um,
Dara.
what specifically did he go to ask about, or is it just a normal thing for kings to do to get their fortunes told as like a checkup?
Well, our father had always disliked that Melusine controlled the water, and I believe our grandfather disliked it as well. There's always been kind of an uneasy existence between Gerino and Melusine. So sometimes the kings go to do her homage, or at least go get their fortunes read, offer some semblance of peace, and keep the water going. So I assume Linus was just going to do that. And, well, I mean, why wouldn't you get your fortune read? She's a great prophetess.
I know, and fortunes are pretty important to people. Have you got your fortune read by Melusine?
No.
Have you seen?
I've
You haven't
I've
seen
never
her?
met her. It's
You've
far
never
too
met her.
dangerous for me.
Of course, it'd be much easier to get your fortune read right here. In fact,
Too bad nobody
mean-
can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you'd
I'm
like, I can
We're busy.
just do a quick reading now for you.
We're
Really?
busy.
Well,
Oh, you got it.
it really draws from my inner strength, so it wouldn't come cheap because I need some more strength for this adventure.
Yeah, I think you should save your fortune-telling energy for going up into the mountains with us, Brooks.
Oh, then I wouldn't want to tax you. It's a very dangerous mission, and I've probably dawdled too long. I do most of the daily running up the kingdom, and I have bankers to talk to, and, well, I have several meetings with
Okay,
bakers
you know what?
and...
Because I can tell you've got a lot on your plate. I'll do a free one. I just pull a card out. 7. Anyway, Adara.
Is that good?
Well, in your situation, it could be. I guess I have to find out a little more from the cards. But that's neither here or there. Adara, you look like you had something you wanted to ask as well.
I've lost my train of thought.
I do have a thing I want to ask before we part ways. How long ago did the missing people, like the villagers, start to vanish? Was it also a month, or has it been more recent?
It was about a month. It was, well, maybe 3 weeks. It was around when Sir Raymond went. Alinus had gone for the prophecy, and then he returned, and then the water became poisoned, and then Raymond left, and the women started vanishing. This last month has been pretty terrible.
7, am I right?
7.
Are you?
Have you? Do people need to cross this river at all? Like, traveling to different towns?
Well, it's where we get our water from, but yes.
I'm just wondering if that's where people are disappearing. If it's something in the water, like an octopus or something. Some of them, some octopi are poisonous.
Looks at Australia.
Looks at every animal in Australia. Has there been any sort of pattern to the people going missing? Is there like a regular time interval between? Is it always one alone person, or do they sometimes disappear in groups?
Well, they're all women, and I'll tell you something. From what my agents in the city have been able to ascertain, anyone who tried to follow them was prevented. Either the river would overflow, or wildlife would attack them, or trees would just grow and keep them out. It's the strangest thing.
That doesn't sound like an octopus to me. I'm just gonna say. I'm just gonna put it out there, you know?
All right. I'm good.
So, do we have a... Did you say you had a map with the safest path?
Yeah.
Yes, here's several maps, actually. This is the route north to the Mistfall Mountains, up the Bright River, although it's more like the Dingy River now. But, oh my gosh, please don't let Linus know that I said that. I don't want that catching. So...
Bright Green River. That's a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Yes. This is probably through the North Gate will be the fastest way.
Okay.
But, well, I mean, it's north anyway. So just do be careful of drowning and things with teeth and claws.
Looks at Adara.
Will do.
Before we depart from this conversation, can I make a general insight check on her if there was anything that she was like reluctant to share with us, or?
Go ahead.
Okay. This is my job. 17.
Hell yeah.
You get the feeling that she's pretty exhausted, not like magically exhausted. She just, from working as a bartender for so long, you can tell when someone is overworked.
I sense the burnout just like coming in waves.
Yeah.
Off her. All right.
Oh, what a mood.
Oh, right. 2020. Okay, cool. Then I'm done talking.
Same.
We allow her to leave, or we allow her to guide us out.
Okay. Do y'all want to spend any more time in town, or just head right on out?
She was actually helpful enough that I don't have any things I need to follow up on in town.
Yeah, I'm not sure anyone in town could give us any more information.
Cool.
I also don't want to be seen in town with Brooks more than necessary. I feel like
Yeah.
it gives them more credibility than I want.
Yeah, that's true.
Brooks, how do you feel hearing that?
Oh no.
I get a lot. But could I find a place to possibly, because there's a poisoned river and such, to get some antitoxin?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
I will
smart.
buy that. It's 50 gold.
I will also buy some.
Yeah, same.
That's a good idea, and I haven't gone shopping yet.
Yeah, there are shops here. Pretty much anything you want, you can get in terms of supplies. I'm not going to say you can get like
Adara
legendary magical items, but like you could get a great sword.
If you could, I couldn't afford it.
What if Adara has what?
What if Adara has a shopping montage here?
Oh my god. I wouldn't do that to you all.
If you did, I would join you with my remaining gold.
Now, the shopping montage is for after you've completed the adventure and you can reward yourself with
Yeah.
treats.
Yeah.
Okay. So, in the interest of time, if you see something you want, just put on your sheet.
Yeah, and now we can just say, oh, actually, I bought that earlier. Don't fact check me.
Within reason.
Actually, while we mentioned that, I have this morning, after hearing people go disappearing, I have done my divination, my portents.
Okay.
Ooh.
Give me a roll for that. What do you have to do for that?
I pre-roll 2 die, and then
Okay.
I can replace any
Oh,
roll
yeah. Okay.
going forward.
It's that one. Okay.
Yep.
Portents. I was like, wait, are you doing I was thinking, what's the one where you throw bones? Augury. That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
Right.
I was gonna say.
Okay. The wooded route to the mountain runs upstream beside the fast-flowing Bright River, which originates from a spring in Mistfall Mountain. Without recent snowmelt or rainstorm, there's no good reason for it to be running this high.
As we're walking, I'm going to fill Brooks in a little bit on just sort of like the sorts of things we've been running into so that they're like generally aware. We have lately found ourselves as missing persons specialists. Generally speaking, it seems to go that some asshole goes, people are going missing. It's because of a monster. Go kill the monster. And then we show up and the person on the other end of this says, actually, the person who hired you was wrong. And then we go, yeah, that tracks. And so that's sort of how I'm expecting this to go.
Same.
That's fascinating, because it's funny you say that, because in the last 5 to 7 towns I've been in, all these people have gone missing, so I just left.
Fuck! You can give me a list after this.
Brooks has just been in every like past
I feel like
adventure.
Brooks has been,
in the
yeah,
background.
just like a few days ahead, just traveling and being like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
Brooks, what's your passive perception?
It is 10, sorry.
Okay, that's fine. So as you're walking and talking about your adventures and how Brooks could have warned you of all of these missing people, but didn't, Idara, you see that you are being followed by a giant snake and
Yes, we are.
many much smaller snakes.
If we stop moving, do they stop moving?
If you stop, well, at first, are you stopping moving?
Oh no.
If I see the snakes coming, I'm gonna stop moving just for like 2 beats
Okay.
and see if they're trying to just like keep pace with us or if they're like advancing and just happen to move at like tiefling walking speed.
When you stop moving, the giant snake that is in the grass and the rears back like it's about to strike, and the water snakes that are accompanying it in the river start to get up on the land.
Oh, they're much closer than I thought they were then. Well, do I have time to nonchalantly pretend to keep walking or are we rolling initiative?
Let's roll initiative.
All right,
But
sorry.
it didn't get surprise on you.
Oh, dear.
Yay.
I'm gonna say Vittori, it's your favorite. Ooh, nat 20 on initiative.
Oh damn! I got 11.
I have
I got a
advantage, so
16.
I'm holding too many fucking books.
took that 20 instead of that 3.
Okay, go over there right now. Okay.
Although, what's the I guess the light situation like? Like, is it dark or shady or
What time of day would you have left?
pretty much straight after?
Yeah.
Okay,
Probably
so
daytime.
it's daytime. It's
Okay.
it's foresty, but you're still early enough in the trip that it's not like obscure dark forest.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Dara and Vittori at least are responsible enough to be like, you don't start a task later than 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Adara, you got nat 20, so that's like what, 27 or
24.
something? Okay, 24.
It's still 5e. The numbers only get so big.
Oh yeah. Vittori, what did you get?
11.
Okay. What about Brooks?
Brooks got 16.
Okay. And Vittori. So Adara, you are up first.
All right, and they look threatening, right?
Yeah, they do.
All right. Idara's gonna take out her scimitar and say, if you're sentient and want us to stop, say something now. I'm gonna attack it.
Do you speak snake?
Sure don't.
Okay. Are
I
you attacking?
really hate that Victoria got low initiative. Because if she went first, this would go very differently.
I'm gonna take a swing at the big snake.
Okay, do it.
That is a aggregate 20 to hit.
Yeah, you hit the snake.
All right. With the scimitar, that is 10 points of slashing damage.
Yeah, you hit the snake.
Does the snake still look aggressive?
Yes.
All right. Gonna
This
bite.
big snake.
I'm gonna bite the snake on the non-venomous parts.
This is not a... Well, I won't tell you. Go ahead.
How would I know?
You wouldn't know.
All right. That
This
is
is another huge snake.
13 to hit.
Jeez.
Yes.
All right. Biting for 7 piercing damage.
Okay.
Chomp.
Chomp, chomp.
Cool. Now Sneck is going to... Sneck is going to try and wrap itself around you because you're just like right there,
Yeah.
biting it.
I'm the meat shield. Let's go.
And it's going to hit you because that is a 22 to hit.
Fine.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Sneck's allowed.
This feels very familiar.
All around me are familiar snakes.
So that's 10 bludgeoning damage and you're grappled.
Rude.
And while you're grappled, a bunch of little water snakes are going to come up and swarm you.
Who knew my
Jesus.
actions would have consequences?
Let's escalate it quickly.
And they also rolled really well. So
Oh, damn.
that is 21 to hit.
Yeah.
And that's...
Avenge me, cousin.
Wow. 17 piercing damage.
Oh.
Woo.
Rude.
Jeez.
Now, Brooks, you're up. Hey, that's
All
how
right,
much
I am
damage you
going-
did to the big snake.
All's fair. I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Sounds good.
Yep. And let's see. Let's hit the cast spell slot. And I'm going to turn to... Well, I'm going to run away, and then I'm going to turn to the run away behind both of you. And then I'm going to turn to one of the bigger snakes. Are they hissing and stuff? They're hissing, right?
Yeah, they're snakes.
Yeah.
They're aggressive snakes. They're hissing.
Yeah, they're hissing. Okay. I'm gonna turn around and speak to their mind using the Pact of the Old Ones,
Oh.
and so they can understand me.
Okay.
If they speak a language, we don't have to share the same language. So if they speak snake, they can understand me.
I mean, snakes don't really have a language. You would have to speak with animals.
But can they speak to each other?
Now we're
'Cause
just
if
getting
it's like-
philosophical.
Yeah, because if it's like if they don't speak language, but they just communicate like animals communicate to each other.
Yeah, that's what
then
they're
it
doing.
then it wouldn't work. Okay, cool.
Okay.
I do it and I try and get across. Hey! I just say, wait! We're not here to hurt you. But
Uh-huh.
falls on deaf ears. I don't know.
Yeah, snakes have ears.
Head holes.
Ear pads. Yeah. And I think you know what? I'm going to take out 3 of my rune stones from one of my divination pouches, and I'm going to cast let's see, spells. I'm going to cast Magic Stone on them.
What does that do?
Makes
It
the
makes
magic.
them magic, and I can fling them at people.
Oh, sweet. I thought you were casting magic stone on the snakes.
I thought that too.
No, just on the rune stones. So if they
Okay.
get close, I can just throw them at them.
Okay, cool.
I'm getting a very clear image of how Brooks fights, and I love it.
Mage armor, run away, throw things.
Keep running.
Vittori, you are up.
All right, okay. I'm definitely gonna make sure I am a good distance away from the snakes, so they won't jump me while I do this. But I
We're
am
all
going
around
to.
Adara, so...
Yeah, it's
True,
fine.
But
I have this handled.
do you?
Dara says through like a mouthful of blood.
Whose blood?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to cast Speak with Animals
Okay.
and fucking save this situation. And be like, hey, wait. We're not here to fight. We're just,
That's what I just said.
passing through to visit Melusine, who we think is innocent in the situation, and we just want to, like, get the whole picture and resolve everything without resorting to violence. If, we won't hurt you if you won't hurt us, alright? Just please free my cousin and let us go on our way.
The group of water snakes kind of stops and tilts their heads at you. And the big snake coils a little tighter around Adara, but turns so its head is looking at you and says, "We protect the ladies chosen."
In common or like
In snake.
Okay.
Do I still have
So
time
only
in my
Victoria can
turn to
understand.
talk?
Yeah.
Okay. We understand that. We're not looking to hurt anyone. We just want to know the source of the pollution of the water and why people have gone missing. That's all we want to know. We're not looking to fight you or the Chosen or Melusine.
We serve the great lady and protect her chosen.
Can we understand what Vittori's saying? Is Vittori...
I'm
are
also
you, like,
hissing.
hissing? You're hissing?
Yeah.
They're hissing back and forth, but it seems to be working.
And it's Adara's turn now.
Given that it seems to be working, I'm going to delay my action. I'm
Okay.
going to ready an attack for if something tries to come at me, like, aggressively.
Okay. It is Snake's turn. And they're still pretty entranced by Vittori at this point. The little snake seem to be looking to the big snake for direction. And Big Snake says, "We guard the path to protect the chosen. Will you protect the chosen? Are you worthy of the lady's gifts?"
Can I respond, or is it? Or
You
do
can
I have to wait
respond.
until my turn? Okay.
You can respond.
Yes, we will help protect the Chosen, whoever the Chosen may be. I'm not sure what you consider to be worthiness, but, we'll try our best and, to accommodate and try and be the best we can to be worthy.
If you are unworthy, we will find you on your way down. And it unwraps from Adara and slithers into the grass. And the swarm of water snakes goes into the water.
Yes!
That was amazing, Vittori. That was fantastic. I tried, but I don't speak snake.
Yeah.
Good job. Also, I think that snake broke my fucking arm.
Oh no, jeez.
Oh, do you need some healing, Adara?
Can you heal?
No. That's just a question.
Oh, then, yeah, I do. I'll take out a potion.
Anybody can give me a nature check if you want to see if that's regular snake behavior.
Sure.
I am, even if I have a +0 in it, just because I was talking with them.
I have a +2 in it, because I went to
Snake
school.
behavior
Mm-hmm.
of like commanding mini snakes and wrapping around people, and I'm gonna guess not, but then again, I'm more of an octopus person. A natural 20.
Hey!
Oh my god!
Hey. I mean, sometimes golf room, I turn into a snake.
So Brooks is right. Snakes
+3.
do wrap around people, but are generally not that coordinated. Like, you wouldn't see a giant constrictor snake working with a swarm of water snakes. And
Okay.
and I don't know if Vittori told you yet what they were doing, but the fact that they're being hyper aggressive and like attacking first, and then also like
Like brown
working
snakes.
as a team is a little, instead of just protecting their territory, right? Like
Mm.
snakes are jerks, but they're not like hunt you down jerks.
Well, funny thing in Australia, we have the brown snake, which just chases you.
Oh no.
The most venomous one.
I can never get over how the most venomous snake in this country is just called the brown snake. It doesn't have a fancy name. It's not like the death adder or anything like that.
I think it's technically
brown.
called the king brown, which just sounds like bad
Ooh.
writing.
Sounds like food. Like hot brown?
Oh,
What?
yeah.
Wait, what's
king
a
brown
hot brown?
cheesecake. Anyway, Adara, I don't think that was a regular snake, per se. Regular snakes aren't that coordinated. They don't usually command lots of little snakes to them. You know, they do constrict people, but a little weird. What were you hissing at it? Sorry?
I was asking them to stop because we mean them no harm, and we don't mean Melusine any harm, and they said they were protecting her and the Chosen, whatever that means, and that, like, they will only let us through if we promise to protect the Chosen ourselves, and also if that we're worthy. Also don't know what that means.
Wow,
But they
that is some
definitely...
cultish stuff right there.
Yeah, actually though.
Anyone who says, or anything, who says, mentions Chosen outside of the context of a competition, is never really that good. But, I mean...
Could you tell from their snake syntax if the Chosen was like a being or a place or a thing?
Well, I use my, like, demon magic to, like, translate, so I'm not sure if I'm getting... I'm not sure if that, like, changes syntax and stuff. I've never really thought about it.
I'm going to assume it's probably the women that have been missing.
Yeah, that's my theory.
Yeah.
Because, like...
Maybe.
Because,
Maybe Melly...
the princess, she said that, like, people, like trees have been, like, springing up and stuff, or, like, animals have been attacking anyone that would follow those people. And given that these snakes have been protecting the path, I would assume that those people are safe to go through the path.
Yeah, and we know that Melusine has... Is it Melusine or Melusine? I wasn't paying attention when King Linus was talking.
It's Melusine. I know this because I said sign and the DM corrected me.
Oh, yeah.
Who's the DM?
My inner conscience.
Doom Master. Okay. Because we know that she has like assistants or something, or people that are assisting her. So quite possibly, you know, she's this great immortal witch that does divination. She might, you know, have acolytes. Like, what's to say that the people that have disappeared haven't just been like, yeah, I'm gonna get, you know, tutored by this great divination witch, and people might not like that, you know, might try and stop them, and so maybe they chose themselves. Who knows?
What's the order of magnitude for how many people have gone missing? Is it like 10? Is it like 100? Is it like 3?
That would have been a great question to ask.
All right.
I'm gonna say.
How many have gone missing since Brooks has been here? And we can extrapolate from that for a month.
Yeah.
I was gonna pull a card out, but I literally have one card that says 7.
Oh no. That's even better. I like the idea that Brooks has a deck of cards that's just like the 7 of Hearts or whatever that was, like over and over.
Well,
that is a common magic trick of like, oh yeah, just pick a card, any card. Oh yeah, is it the 7 of Hearts? Oh yeah,
they were meant to be.
7 of Hearts.
They were meant to be like an alternate version of like the tarot decks, and then Brooks can kind of give any interpretation. But like, I can't reach them from here, and I've just got a card that says 7.
Then the answer is 7.
All right. So that's like a normal number of acolytes to have.
Yeah, it's a very faded number.
Yeah. I'm not good at math, so I'm not going to like try and figure out how many people went missing over a month. But yeah.
I'm gonna suggest that we keep walking while we have these conversations.
Yeah.
I assume the snakes are giving us all the stink eye.
Mountain.
So I was going to say, as you are having this conversation, you see a lot of small streams adjoining the river. So Some of them have rickety bridges that you're crossing while you're talking about this. Sometimes you have to get your feet wet and splash through. And you see that not only is it slippery, but it's like it is ick and smelly.
Ugh.
Yay.
Jeez, this is smelly.
Yeah.
Stinky.
At a certain point, crossing these small bridges and through your walk, Adara, you notice that just past the moss-covered bridge you are about to place your feet on, up ahead, there's a bunch of vines moving almost of their own accord, even though there's no wind. And the water beneath you is not making regular water wave patterns. It seems to be kind of making some weird shapes.
Weird shapes how? I'm going to tell everyone to stop moving. And then I'm going to like take a closer look at the weird water shapes.
Is it literally weird?
It's pretty weird.
Brooks is going to probably stay between both of you. Kind of within arm's reach, just in case they need to cast any quick spells.
Mm-hmm.
So on the other side of this bridge, there are vines that seem to be writhing. And the water beneath you is, like, so far, even though the water's icky, it's been flowing downstream. This water's kind of doing some loop-de-loops.
Are they loop-de-loops in such a way that they would suggest that there's, like, something unusual like under the water that it's going around, or is it more like the water itself is like active?
The water itself is weird.
Okay. This definitely feels like a trap, team. Is there space, like land open on the other side of the bridge, or is it like the bridge ends and there's immediately vines?
I would say to jump over the vines, there is land. The vines are kind of hanging from where it ends.
Okay.
So, oh, my bad. That's my bad. You see the vines are hanging from the bridge. They're underneath you. So yeah, you just need to get across the bridge.
How wide is the gap? How wide is the gap and how steep is the drop? Or like how far is the drop?
Two of you could go across at a time. It's not a very far drop. It's not like a waterfall or something. I would say no more than like 6 feet.
Okay.
And not that bad. You would have to make like dex or like an athletics or acrobatics check to get across without slipping on the moss, though, because it's a slippy stone bridge.
And then like just depth wise for like how long is the bridge itself? Is this like running jumpable?
It is running jumpable.
Yes, that rule that no one ever remembers how to use.
Hey, Vittori, I know you're kind of the outdoorsy type. What kind of, what's your favorite outdoorsy place?
I don't have one because I do a lot of my stuff in the city.
Oh, okay. So you're an out the door kind of person. Okay.
Yeah. Instead of like having a favorite place, I just like I'm really good at like investigating people to see if they have any information.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not like the rangers that are like always like in like the mountains or whatever.
Yeah.
So I have something I can do that might help, but you both still need to be okay at jumping.
Okay, what is that you could do?
I take out my immovable rod and my rope with a grappling hook. And I would like, what I'm thinking.
I already love this plan.
I'm going to, not at the bridge, but maybe like, a good 20 feet down or something. So like 3 or 4 person lengths down. I'm gonna, running start, jump, activate the immovable rod in midair.
Oh my God, this is amazing.
Tie on the grappling hook and then just make a swing. The downside
Okay,
is
how
that I
about-
have to go back for the rod.
Yeah.
Which is
How-
going to be
how
annoying.
about- Because we still have to do a bit of a jump. Does it look like something I could probably clear in that jump?
So my hope is that with the length of rope, it's long enough that you can just like hold one side and then swing across, but you do need to successfully be able to like hold onto it the whole time. So it's
Okay.
not a nothing effort. But
Yeah.
given that it should be jumpable for an athletic person, I'm hoping that means it's swingable for an unathletic person.
Because I've got this big disc that I
Ooh.
could put two of you on, and then I could just try and run across the bridge,
I mean,
or make the jump, and it'll just float you across.
can you put yourself on the disc?
I mean, I can, but it won't move.
Oh, weird.
Thing.
So it's kind of like a safe bet for two people.
Unless you fall
I
and
would-
then we go with you.
Well, this would be over the bridge.
Okay. But like if you fell off the bridge, the disc would go with you.
No, it'd just disappear and you'd land on the bridge.
Okay. Vittori, thoughts?
I don't have anything that's useful in this situation, so honestly, like, whatever plan you think is best.
As
You know what? I'm just going to cast Magic Stone on one of my rune stones, and then just like throw it at one of the vines, and to see if they like.
Either going to be a really bad idea or a really good idea, and I'm not sure which.
we're doing science on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, are you doing it to attack them, or just kind of to see what happens? Like, are you just like flicking it, or
Actually,
being
yeah.
like,
I'd probably just
"Wham"?
pick up a rock. I won't use one of my good stones. But I'll still cast it so they're ready. And then just throw it at one of the vines on top to see if, like a fair sized rock, to see if they react at all.
Okay. So on top would still be on the bridge, correct?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. So you throw it down a bit, and nothing really happens. You hit the
Okay.
top of the vines, but they're still writhing and doing their weird thing. You can see it now
Yeah, it's still
that
pretty weird.
Adara pointed it out, but
They're, like, moving.
but they don't like leap up on the bridge or anything, like
Okay.
with swords drawn.
Yeah. All right. So I reckon we do the disc thing, and I just gun it across. What do you think?
Adara's like, I want to use my rod.
It's fine. It'll come up again.
I mean, you can stand on the disc and kind of like, if it looks like it's
mean-
gonna go, you could activate the rod.
Can we do Adara's plan, and then when she goes back to get the grappling hook and the movable rod, use the disc?
It would mean I would have to go across.
Yeah, I think it sounds like the
So
disc
you have
just,
a wolf, a goat, and some cabbage.
it sounds like the disc just sort of like follows you at a set distance, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it does. It does.
Damn.
I'm fine with either. I'm fine with the disc idea because it does seem a little like easier to resolve because the retrieving of the rod would be an
Yeah.
interesting one. I'd have to like hold onto the rod, start swinging, and then like
Right.
None of us
deactivate
can
it
fly.
on an upswing. I am definitively non-magical.
That'd be like a video game like thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? We could
What?
do the rod idea, and I could get Goldfroom to, like, crawl up the rope, press the button, and then we can just.
Wait, how long is the gap? Like actually in feet? Because it's an extendable removal rod. Can I just pole vault this?
I thought that's what you were going to do to begin with, actually.
No.
I said,
I'm not that
it's like
smart.
6 feet.
6 foot?
Oh,
Yeah, I
like
have
Like
6
6
social
feet
distancing.
you're like 6 feet above the water. That's what you're asking, right?
Yeah.
Like how
long
far
it-
you are
Well,
above the water?
I'm asking both. So if we're 6 feet above the water, let's assume the water's at least a couple feet deep, and then how far like across is it? Like, can I pole vault this with a 10-foot pole?
How far can you pole vault?
That's not something
You can
I'm
check your pole
capable
vaulting
of.
stat.
I feel like
How-
that's a
how-
DM discretion. Does this seem reasonable? I can't
I'll
do the math
say
on that.
It's a 20-foot bridge, and I
Okay.
don't know how pole vaulting works.
Okay, then probably not.
Okay.
Okay, good talk.
Yeah. Should we do the disc idea?
I think the disc idea is good. I think
Yeah, okay.
you should, like, since I have this rope out, I think that you should, like, hang on to it or tie it around yourself on the off chance that you do fall, then we can catch you before you fall
Yeah.
into whatever the fuck is in the water.
Yeah, and you could just activate the thing to catch us all.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
that's true.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it. So.
It's not a real D&D game unless you tie the party together.
Yeah.
All right. This could take
and
a while.
the DM's like, oh, the party stops.
All right, so I'm gonna cast it as a ritual. So I sit down for about 10 minutes,
Okay.
kind of working out how to do it because I forget every time. It's an easy spell, but I just this is a little lazy. And I cast Tensor's floating disc,
Okay.
and they kind of like it's like a kind of like a shimmery, pearlescent purple and whites and it's kind of yellows swirling about. All aboard.
All right, you get on it.
Yep, I'll get on it
can-
first.
You can fit 2 people. Okay, so now should I try and sneak the bridge? Just to
First,
not
we need a tie rope
disturb-
around you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the rope. I forgot about the rope. Okay, thank you.
While Brooks was casting that ritually, could I like have tried getting like kind of closer to the bridge to see if that made the vines more active, or like moving away from it to see if they calm down, or are they like consistent, kind of no matter what
They're
we're doing?
consistently weird.
Okay.
Oh.
So, like Brooks.
They're like
I'm- Personally,
they're agitated.
personally, I think that sneaking probably won't do much on vines. I feel like they either have the means to detect you regardless of whether you're being stealthy, or they don't, and either way it won't matter.
And we're just overthinking this. What if we're trying to avoid a combat encounter that actually isn't here?
All right. Should I just run really fast? I can try and run really fast.
It is mossy.
So-
How sure of footing are you?
Say, give me an athletics or acrobatics check to not fall.
Okay.
Your choice.
Hmm.
Oh god, this is...
Goldfirm, I need your advice. I take Goldfirm out and I throw Goldfirm on the bridge. And I'm just like, go Goldfirm, go! And just kind of command the familiar to just slither about and try and make it to the end of the bridge. But if I see any vines trying to
Go
reach
from
for
like
for
walk on
Goldfirm-
land. Oh yeah, he's an octopus.
Yeah. So if any vines look like they're going to go for Goldfirm, I'm going to kind of teleport Goldfirm away to the pocket dimension.
Okay, right. He's a familiar. He's not an animal.
Yeah.
Okay. First, I was thinking ranger pets, so I was like, I'm gonna. No. So okay, yeah, he can. You know what? Give me an acrobatics or athletics check for Goldfirm, but at advantage.
Goldfirm. Okay. And
yeah.
We didn't stat an octopus, did we?
no, but I think
It's fine, don't worry
familiars
about it.
Might have your stuff.
Okay.
No, familiars have, like, the warlock familiars are, like, imps or quasits or, like, sprites?
Yeah.
Or pseudo-dragons, and, but, like, they're technically, like, a shape-shifting being that
Yeah.
can take
Yeah,
any of
take
those
the
stats.
form of something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can really just use any of those for the stats.
Yeah. Okay, so octopus going for a... What was it? Athletics or acrobatics?
Yep, your
I guess
choice.
it doesn't have any either one.
Oh, no.
Ooh, that is a big ol' natural 2. Plus,
F.
let's go with Dex, so a big old 4.
Okay.
Poor
So-
octopus.
Rest in pieces.
Goldfirm falls in the water,
I mean, octopus
Oh, like
it's
slips
fine.
and slides off?
slips and slides off, and
Oh, go for him!
into
as soon-
the.
Yeah, as soon as Goldfirm look like they're falling off the bridge, I'll just be ready
Okay.
to... Yeah. but the vines didn't, you know, do anything. So that's a good thing. So maybe I'll just take this carefully.
Yeah.
Thanks, Goldfram! I yell out. And okay, so, all right. I think that might be acrobatics then, if I'm trying to like, not tightrope, but just like carefully step.
Yeah.
All right.
Are we able to like assist by pointing out like particularly slippery looking parts or like broken looking? Okay.
Okay.
Get advantage.
Ooh.
You have 2 backseat drivers.
Thanks, because I'd want to do better than a 1.
Oh God.
Okay, I got an 8.
Okay, so unfortunately, Brooks, you also slip and fall in the water.
Activate the
But
rod
we got
immediately.
the rope.
As soon as the two of you do not fall yet, correct? Or wait, is it concentration spell?
No, it's not actually. It just lasts for an hour.
Okay, cool.
And it disappears if I'm more than 20 foot away from it, so it's still up and running.
Okay.
Oh no, 100 foot away. Sorry.
Oh wow.
You're
Wow.
good. So, how long is that rope? How much rope is tied to you?
I think given that we knew we didn't want anyone to fall into the water, it's pretty short.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before you hit the water, you see a weird shape rise up from the water as the vines try to get towards you and hit you. When luckily you are grabbed by the rope by your friends.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I yell out to the weird water, like, no, leave me alone. Just with my mental telepathy.
I'll say
Brooks just really hopes anything can hear them.
Yep. Just start like reeling in the rope. Like fucking told them this would happen.
All right, should I try again?
Yeah.
Give another
Sure.
I
This
will
time-
also help.
Yeah, this time.
Can we get double advantage?
This time, just maybe yell left or right, and then I'll go from there and forward or back.
Surprised you didn't use one of your like precognition dice to re-roll
I got
that.
Oh, we have
got an-
inspiration.
Can I use an inspiration?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to get past this bridge.
Okay. With that inspiration, it would have been another 8. But that
my
time,
God.
18.
Okay.
Yay!
So you
Extra
make it
inspiration.
successfully across the bridge.
All right, and then once I'm across, I run 20 foot in that direction because the disc follows 20 foot away. So,
So you just keep running.
so I run so that to pull the disc across the bridge safely. and
Oh,
then-
okay.
yeah.
I thought you were just like, fuck off, I'm just gonna run and you follow me.
This
Adara
mission's too hard.
sitting on the little floaty disc. Adara's just like, this is kind of nice. You don't have to do shit.
Hell yeah.
Well,
Kind of
actually,
nice.
yeah. I mean,
have
you can
Brooks
just
have
chill
to
out.
do all the work.
I mean, you can just chill out there. It's I've cast it now, so it's good another hour. So if you just feel like having a rest, or take some of your equipment off and chuck it on there, it'll just follow us for about an hour.
Nice.
This makes me suspicious. I'll walk.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like leave any of my stuff on that disc.
Inside check.
That's for sure. But like,
Excellent.
I'm
Okay,
happy to stay on the disc.
we continue on. I'm gonna summon Goldfram back, and then put it in my backpack again. Good work, buddy.
So having successfully crossed the final bridge.
Did you think it would take that long, Jess? Did you think we just walk across?
Did
I
you
mean,
think we'd
there
be an
is-
hour and 20 minutes into this?
You know, there is a possible combat there, so I thought it might take some time, but I thought
Yeah.
you'd be fighting, not, considering.
Considering discs and ropes and
You find
rods.
yourself at the base of a waterfall.
Oh, is it green?
It is.
Ugh.
Where the waterfall crashes into a pool, in fact, it's clouded in an inky green substance, backed by mountainous terrain. A male elf in light leather armor
sits a little way back from the pool and stands as you approach, supporting a splintered leg on crutches while struggling to ready his crossbow.
Hello, I assume you're the knight that was coming up the mountain with all of the other people from the city-state. I forgot your name.
I'm gonna add, we're friendly.
Hail, and good day to you, sir.
In that order.
Yeah.
Do you need some assistance?
He lowers his crossbow and says, "Are you here for Raymondin?"
Yes. I guess.
He's on the list.
"I served Raymondin. I'm Vodnik."
Oh, nice to meet you, Vodnik. I'm Brooks.
I'm Vittori.
Adara. What
Hail
are
and
you
well met, friends.
What are you doing here?
We were coming to find the source of corruption at Raymondin's orders, but I got injured. Bloody water. That rickety bridge. It broke my leg, and well, Raymond had told me to stay behind and tend to my injuries while he took on Melusine.
Oh, Roderick, do you need healing?
Well, it would help me get home, yes. Why, are you a healer, friend?
No, I was just asking. So, why did Sir Raymond, come in here in the first place? Like, what do they have against Melusine? Was it just what the king said?
It was the king's orders, yes, to root out the corruption in the water. As you can see, this pool is undrinkable.
Yeah. It's very tough.
How long have you been here?
About a few weeks now, I'm nearly out of food.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I can help with that. I got some rations if you'd like.
I would like that, thank you.
Sure.
As-
I give him some rations.
As Brooks is talking to Vodnik, Adara and Vittori, you start hearing a song in your head that
Oh, that's fun.
sounds enchanting and enticing. It's almost like a lullaby your moms used to sing to you as children, but with a twist of romance. It's comforting like a lullaby, but also a little bit sexy.
Don't like that.
Is it a saxophone involved?
Lullaby, but make it sexy.
Careless whisper, but like calm.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'm never gonna dance.
Now I'm thinking
again.
Lullaby of Birdland, which is a good jazz song, actually.
Oh, okay.
I would like Adara and Vittori to both give me wisdom saving throws, please.
Oh, fun.
8.
Okay.
What's my wisdom? Do I have a saving throw on that? 10.
Okay, so both of you, you're still capable of making your own decisions, but you feel like you're totally safe, and you really want to go hear more of the song. You want to go hear this song.
I can vibe with this. But what I love is that you talk about, like, you know, it being a lullaby your mums used to sing, and, like, Vittori and Adara canonically, like, I think, like, the way they're connected is their mothers,
Mm-hmm.
who are sisters, so it's like, oh, yes.
So it's the same
That's
song.
why I said, like, your
Yeah.
mom, like, you both know this song.
And it's they're like demons or something, right? Or fiends.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
So it's like
tieflings.
it's just like black metal.
They've
Yeah,
got
like,
the
this is nice.
they've got the genetics, but like neither one of us is like a direct descendant of a fiend.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
So anyway,
Vittori
I'm
can
picking
trace
out-
her lineage back to Baphomet, but I think that's more on her dad's side.
The
I'd pick out all the cookies with raisins in them and then give them to Rodvick. Oh, these are meant to be really good for you, and I just give them all like just raisin cookies.
Hey Brooks, are
I
you
hate
good?
them.
So you don't hear this song at all.
Oh, I'm good. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
good. I'm good.
I hear something. I want to go check it out.
Oh,
Love it.
let us come with you.
Yeah,
Bodnick's just
I want to check it
thank
out
you
too.
for these raisins. I've just been here starving. I'm so worried about Raymondon. If you hear him, please.
Oh, for sure. Hey, you want a dried Brussels sprout?
Just one?
I do
As a
actually.
treat.
Do you? You can have them all. I don't like them either. It's a problem when you buy a ration kit from town. Sometimes you get anyway. No, they're good. They're really good for you. And then I just give them to him and
He's
wander
like
off
mouth
to
full of
Adara.
mix.
I
He's
feel like
like
at
you
this-
never know what you're gonna get when you buy
Yeah.
rations in town.
Black licorice that's also meant to be good.
I feel like at this point Adara is like already on the other side of the grove, just like heading toward whatever
Yeah.
that was.
Same.
Okay. I follow them. See you, Rod.
It's Vodnik, thank you.
Nick. Okay.
A winding path leads up the mountain to a diamond-shaped door nestled in a ravine with steep sides. It's guarded by a man in heavy armor who stands with his hands resting on his sword, ready for battle. The king's most faithful knight, Sir Raymondon.
Is he facing
My-
us?
I'm
Yes.
sorry, but can I say that my brain just heard the word Raymond and realized, oh no, this is the cat from Animal Crossing.
Oh no.
Oh, he's a pretty cool cat, though. I've never played Animal Crossing, but I like his style.
He's pretty cool. Has Raymond seen us?
Are you stealthing?
No, I feel safe
No.
here.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, then, yeah, he
Yes.
sees you.
Geez, that looks like a night to remember. Hey, Raymond.
You cannot enter here.
Is the song coming from past there?
Yes.
Oh,
Song? Can I hear a song? I listen for a song.
You do not hear a song.
What song is she talking about, Vittori?
wait, you
It's
can't
like
hear
this,
it?
oh, this lullaby, but it's also a bit like I'm kind of concerned about like the Oedipal like implications. So,
Okay. I don't hear a song at all.
What's wrong with Brooks? Can I make an insight check on why Brooks doesn't hear a song?
Yes.
Do you really want to insight check?
Yeah.
I got an 8.
Brooks doesn't hear the song.
All right. Well,
What's this? Can you hum it?
I guess I try to hum the song.
Give me a performance check.
Ooh, love an uncharismatic tiefling for this. 4. It sounds like
You
nothing.
cannot hum it very well.
I mean, I would say
Like,
that would. Yeah, I don't have anything stuck in my head right now. Sir Raymond, do you hear a song?
No.
It's coming from like right behind you, man.
Kind of looks at you and turn around or ready your
Bright
weapons.
eyes. Every now and then I fall apart.
I just turn. Yeah, nice. I just turn around. Just as soon as he says, "Oh yeah, all right," I turn around and just keep talking to him. So Raymond, you said we can't go in there, but can you go in there?
Why are you here, Raymond?
I came here with violence in my heart. And Melusine saved me. She showed me there was greater treasure. And this is a place to be protected.
Is this guy charmed?
Is he?
May I check to see if he's charmed?
Sure
Yeah.
can.
Can I also roll an insight check on him?
Same. Though I feel this is kind of ironic because obviously Adara and Vittori's probably charmed as well.
Right. That's great though. That's a 23.
Ooh, I got a 5. 5.
Brooksy seems fine to you. The cousins know he's hella charmed.
They recognize that he is charmed, but don't recognize that they are charmed. And I
How
think
could
that's
we be
beautiful.
charmed? That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well,
So, Raymond, you said we had to turn around or ready our weapons for combat. So, Vittori, Adara, shall we turn around?
I turn and lean over to Brooks and say, he's definitely charmed.
Oh, yeah. So,
Is there another way in?
I mean, well, I can't we just walk backwards till we get inside?
You know,
I mean, charm people aren't usually that bright. I mean, usually they're dumb enough to be charmed in the first place with.
normally I hate all of your ideas, but
Dramatic
I'm
irony.
actually willing to give this a shot.
I'll go first. I'll go first.
Okay.
Anyway, Sir Raymond, you make a good point. We'll face the other way. And I just start walking backwards to the door. Exactly as you said. Because you don't believe in violence anymore.
He places his sword out, barring your way.
Knife cut.
Okay. Would you like me to tell your fortune, Sir Raymond?
Look, we're here to be friendly. We're not here to be violent. I am sure Melusine would like our help.
Yeah,
Can you
earlier
let
I
us through?
promised some snakes that I would help protect the Chosen, and something about being worthy, so, like, if that's something that I can achieve by going past you, that would be nice.
Can I also be like getting closer while we're talking?
His eyes kind of widen as he looks at Adara and Vittori and says, "You've been chosen.
Oh.
You may
That's
pass.
amazing. That's
Is
so
that what
good.
the song was?
You turn around or
I'm
die.
I do
There will
that dog
not
thing
be
where they
another
just
warning."
avoid eye contact.
You're like, I can't hear you.
Okay. All right, you two go on ahead. I'll just be. I guess I'll just start walking off into the bushes, and wait till I get out of sight. And I'm like, you two. I'll wait till you two maybe go past him.
Yeah, I'll go in. I believe in Brooks's ability to bypass a bouncer. I've seen it in action.
I'm surprised none of you have told him he's charmed.
I mean,
I don't think Victoria would, just because she's also charmed.
in Adara's experience, charmed people usually don't believe you when you tell them, so I think she's stopped bothering to try.
Okay.
And it
I
doesn't seem like you
definitely
two
feel
are-
like that Victoria being charmed has definitely like messed with her ability to really think well.
is
She
it clear
has lost her brain cells if she had any to begin with.
Is it clear that Adara and Vittoria are charmed, or are you just hearing music?
They're hearing music and they're desiring to go towards the source of the song, and they feel absolutely
still-
safe. But otherwise, they're still in control of their
So it's like a
actions.
semi-charmed kind of life. Okay, I'm going to cast once I watch those two go in, disguise self,
Okay.
and then disguise myself to look like Idara or Vittoria, whichever one is the closest to my height.
How tall are you?
Pretty short.
They're both tall. But Victoria is slightly shorter.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go as Vittoria, except like I can go like a foot higher, so I'll do that.
Okay.
And once they go in, I'll look like Vittori and come back out of the bushes. I'm trying to hum that shitty song I heard.
You have a performance check, please.
Oh my god, please roll high.
All right, let's do it. Oh, okay, 15.
Okay.
+5 for performance.
Damn.
And I'm just like, and then I like just at Raymond and keep walking in just confidently.
as you walk by, he goes, that song. I know. And you suddenly see like a veil fall from his eyes.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh.
Can
And
I
he
just go
looks-
in? Okay.
And he looks at you and says, be careful. Be careful in there. The enchantress, she commands everything unnatural and natural within. All my men, they must be dead.
Oh, no, no,
I
no,
can-
no, no.
I can...
Rodvik.
Weren't there 2 of you? 3 of you? How long have I been here?
Weeks, I think. But one of your men is back at the waterfall. Rodrik.
Vodnik?
Vodnik. Yeah, Vodnik's right back there. So he's kind of injured. So you might need assistance. So you should probably run off there and help him. He's at the waterfall. I gave him some rations, but I can't heal. Are you okay? Do you need healing?
No, do you need protection? I can watch over you.
What have you got? Could you give me something like a sword, or maybe I might need it?
No, I can't give up my sword, but if you and your companions, where did they go? I can guard you while you sleep.
Yeah, I mean, if you could guard this entrance. See, we're trying to break the spell or whatever curse she's put on here. We might need some assistance. So, do you have anything at all that we could probably give to Melusine to, like, gold? Do you have any gold?
Just be careful. You can't trust your own mind in there. You might be safe because you're... I have to go check on Vodnik.
Okay, quick. Just give me any gold you've got, or your sword or something, and I'll.
And he kind of just
Can I roll a
walks.
persuasion check?
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Got a 2. +5. That's a 7.
Let's see.
I look like Vittori, so I'm just putting it out there. I'm just giving anything a
Yeah, I mean, I
So
figured.
that's not gonna do it.
go. Well, good travels. And then I just go inside.
Here's
Okay.
the fun thing. Because she's a Gloomstalker ranger, Vittori does have disguise self as well. Do you ever think Vittori like gets back at Brooks by shape-shifting into Brooks?
Oh my god.
I was gonna say, so how do the 2 of you respond when you see another Vittori walking up to you?
This seems in line with something Brooks would do.
Yeah.
Hey, it's me,
Hey,
Vittori.
Uh-huh.
Hey.
Yep.
I drop it, and then I look like Sir Raymond, and I'm just like,
It's just like
I would give you-"
layers
Yeah,
of
I'm just like,
disguise self.
I'm like, I would give you any gold, and then I use disguise self to disguise myself to look like Brooks. Hey, I'm Brooks.
I love you.
The
Let's
idea
keep
that
going. Let's keep
somebody
going.
would like witness this with something like true seeing or whatever and be like, why does this tiefling have an illusion of themselves over their regular appearance? Nothing is different. I'm so confused. It's just like, thank you. Let's go. I want to check out the
Let's go.
song.
I can't believe I didn't get any gold.
You didn't what?
Can't believe I didn't get any gold from Sir Raymond's.
Trying to extort the man on your way by?
Oh, yeah.
I guess I'm not
I
surprised.
think I broke the spell with that song. I was humming it, trying to kind of convincingly pretend I was a chosen, and it broke his charm.
Huh. Interesting.
Hey, so maybe your people can be charmed here, but if you're chosen, you get the song in your head as maybe a way of resisting being charmed. I don't know, I'm just spitballing here. Let's go.
Only one way to find out.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
want to
if I
find the
start
source
getting-
of this song.
If I start getting
Yeah, same.
hazy eyed, just sing. If I start getting hazy eyes, just sing that song to me.
Actually, that's interesting. To Brooks, do either of us look hazy-eyed?
Give me a perception check.
I've rolled, no joke, 6 2s this session.
Oh.
Welcome to Threeflings, where everyone's dice is cursed.
Oh no.
7 if you include my portent. Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, like, if I turn out more like Raymond, because he seems like he was, so just sing that song to me if I look like I'm going down that path.
Sounds good. Vittori's a slightly better singer than I am, so maybe you can try
All right.
if it comes
sure.
up.
So, the path takes you through cave after cave, and it's windy. And eventually the caves start getting misty. They don't seem to be coming from anywhere. The mists feel odd and comforting. They smell a little strange.
How
Sometimes
so?
they're
Yeah,
different colors.
What do they smell like?
Let's say they smell different to each of you.
Oh, I don't
So-
like this.
I love it.
They're going to smell like, see, for Dara and Vittori, they smell like your favorite food from home.
Aw.
Okay, that's slightly less eatable than I thought I was going to be because of.
And
I'm not glad.
for Brooks, they smell like copper.
Like money.
But like, you know that when copper starts to get like vertigreen?
I love that. I actually love that smell.
Yeah, it smells like that.
Best DM ever. read my actual thoughts.
Has the song gone louder or is it still the same volume?
Still the same volume.
Yeah.
And I would like you all to give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Yay!
All right,
Mists
Constitution.
swirl around you.
Yeah.
13.
Okay.
15.
Ooh,
Okay.
7.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Brooks.
I'm gonna swap dice.
Yeah. Fair.
You're not hurt, but you will have a -2 on any non-combat rolls that require concentration.
Okay. All right.
Walking down the hall.
Require concentration. All right. Brooks.
Concentration specifically.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Brooks is
It's a very specific
distracted
like
anyway.
penalty,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm very like concerned for why it's that way.
So why does it smell like fish here?
Really, I smell copper.
Vittori, what do you smell?
He's like improvising because I probably like pork buns.
Ooh,
I'm
that's pretty
hungry now.
good. That tastes. Pork buns taste just as good as copper. I mean, copper does taste good.
Why are you tasting copper?
Curiosity?
As you're trying to figure it out, the ground gives way beneath you
Oh
in
no.
these caves as a mudslide happens beneath your feet. Everybody give me an athletics or acrobatics check to keep your balance.
Athletics.
Let's try this other dice this time. It's cocked. Oh no. Ooh, 10.
12.
14.
You are all good.
Yes.
Thank goodness.
You see the ground beneath you just wash away and hear like rumbling emanating through the cave. And
Oh,
then
jeez.
the mist just dissipates.
Oh, cool.
Hell yeah.
All right, continue on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vaguely ominous. Does it seem like we did anything to set that off, or was it like a trap we stumbled into, or like what caused that?
Give me a survive check.
Sure. 6. I don't know.
Seems like cave stuff.
Seems like cave stuff.
Total Kate stuff.
All right, let's go.
I make a survival check as the more survival.
I'm waiting for that ranger.
10. These rolls suck today. What the fuck?
But you get the idea that, like natural ground shifts happen in caves, and you can see that it's pretty damp in here. Like there's been the water, you're going to a grotto, there's mists. You can kind of hear dripping water. So even though you're not positive, you have the idea that like mudslides are not a completely uncommon occurrence.
That's fair.
Okay. We can at least hypothetically chalk it up to coincidence.
Yeah.
Speaking of hypotheticals, sometimes my fate-seeing skills allow me to see backward through time. I could have used Mage Hand to put up that clicky thing, and I just alternate realities, sliding doors,
Yep.
Anyway.
I do realize we have to go across that bridge when we go back. So we can.
Hey, maybe it was a future portent.
Yeah.
I will use Mage Hands next time.
Mm-hmm. All right. We carry on.
You carry on, and everybody give me a perception check, please.
Sure.
Damn, this module really loves the rolls.
It does.
7. I see nothing.
16.
I got 13.
Okay. So, Adara and Brooks, you see that the whole ceiling above you is moving and squeaking.
Yikes.
Like bats?
Squeaking like halloumi?
Exactly like bats.
Oh, like bats. Okay. That was the first thing that came into my head, but they're
Like
kind of
what?
similar. Halloumi.
Oh,
Squeaky
That's like-
cheese.
yeah.
Anyway, like bats.
Yeah, do you think
Yeah.
your first thought was all
The cave is
The
made of
best kind of
cheese.
squeaky one experience.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I get down low.
Same. And I sort of motion for Vittori to do the same if she doesn't,
Okay.
crouch on instinct.
Okay, yeah, I'll crouch after them.
I point to the ceiling and go, bats!
I thought you were going to say, point to the ceiling, cheese!
Gee, I think there's cheese up there.
No! Come back! Can we proceed, quietly through this next...
Elf?
So walking through, or crouching through, I'm imagining you all like Skyrim crouch walking.
Yeah.
We're being sneaky.
Yeah.
Sneaking through, the bats do not notice you.
Yes.
And you make it through successfully
Hell yeah.
without being swarmed.
Good.
Was that another combat we avoided? Oh my
Nice.
god, we're so good at this.
You reach, at last, the vaulted grotto of Melusine, a natural cavern in the center of the mountain. Sorry, I've put my mic in a different place, and that's where I usually put my book. Lit by bright moss, spread across the roof like stars. A huge fountain bubbles and gushes in the center of the chamber, the outlet for the wellspring with a beautifully carved stone setting around it. 6 women move around the cavern tending the moss. They all move with a certain uniformity, seeming to follow unheard orders rather than their own decisions. An older woman appears to be instructing them.
Has the song gone any louder?
This seems to be the source of the song, that pond.
Okay. So, I hate this.
I scope around and look for a woman there that's roughly my size, and then I'm gonna disguise self. That's it.
Good.
There are plenty of women your size.
Oh, good.
So,
It would be hard to imitate their movements, though, if you're trying to
just,
exactly blend in, because they're sort of moving like a hive mind at this point, tending the water and the plants.
Okay. Can I attempt to imitate that? Whilst staying nearby Adara and Vittori? Would that be a performance
Guess
or deception?
performance. Yeah, performance or deception, your choice. I'm guessing you're
Yeah.
good at both.
Yeah, it's the same on both, but I'll go with deception just because it's, I haven't used it yet.
Okay.
Surprising for
It's-
Brooks, honestly.
Yeah, deception is 24.
Okay, yeah.
Of course it is.
I'm just
Where'd
like,
Brooks go?
Oh, water.
So the older woman doesn't notice Brooks.
Oh my god, amazing.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Does the older woman seem also to be like hazy and moving like in a what's the word I want? Does the older woman seem to be in charge of the thing that's making everyone act in a like enchanted sort of way, or does the older woman seem to also be acting in an enchanted sort of way?
She does not seem to be acting in an enchanted sort of way. She seems to be directing the other women. And as you get closer, you notice that her skin is a bit greenish.
Oh.
I think we found her.
Yeah. Do we just go up and say hi, or?
Yeah, I guess. Has she like noticed us at all?
Are you still being stealthy?
I think I feel safe here. I have no reason to feel, or I have no reason to be stealthy now. We're past the bats.
Yeah, I think as soon as the bats were gone, we stood up and just like carried on our way without really thinking too much about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's not like, we already from the get-go had the inkling that like Melusine was in the right and like the king was in the wrong, so I don't think we'd be that concerned about being stealthy.
Yeah, I think Idara is definitely at this point like, these people seem mind controlled, and I don't like that. But that wouldn't happen to me. So, like, I don't feel unsafe, but I don't like that someone has done this.
Yeah,
Brooks does not feel safe at all. That's why they're like imitating things and like, holy moly, I gotta blend in here. And yeah, Brooks is extremely like worried about this whole situation. In fact, they're going to stay within 30 foot of Adara and Vittori, but go about their menial tasks and telepathically just be like,
yeah,
go say hi, go say hi.
Hell yeah.
All
right.
So, do we want to take a short break before we start this section, or do we want to just go?
It's up to y'all.
Let's maybe take a quick 5-minute break so I can go to the bathroom.
Sorry, I just saw that you left me a note for that, and I'm in outer space. We're going to take a 5-minute break. We will be right back, and tell us what we should talk to these ladies at the pond about.
They're probably very chatty. All right,
we'll be right back.
Are you all lesbians?
Bye. we're back.
Hey everybody, welcome to part 2 of Melusine in a Grotto.
Cave lesbians.
The cave lesbians, the forest lesbians of caves.
So, we think we're safe. Brooks has adopted a disguise.
Brooks does not think they're safe.
Adara
Brooks
doesn't know
not think
that.
they're safe at all. No.
We're safe. And Melusine does not seem to have noticed us. So Idara is just going to go, hello, into the cave.
The women keep doing what they were previously doing.
Yeah, we do.
The older woman immediately like snaps her head to you and looks. What are you doing here?
We came to investigate the missing persons and also the polluted water, and also there was a song.
And apparently we're chosen?
Yeah, I have questions about that, but we're here. The leader of the town is blaming you for a lot of stuff, and we're professional negotiators for these sorts of things.
And generally when these things happen, it's usually the person that's asking us about the situation that is actually in the wrong.
That's true, but we're not supposed to tip our hand this early.
Okay, fair. But I feel really safe here and I have no reason to hide that information.
We can be honest.
She kind of looks you up and down and says, I doubt that king even knows my name. Are you sure that I'm the one you seek?
No?
Are you not Melusine or Melusine?
Can you point us in the direction of the person we seek if it's not you?
I telepathically say, ask her name.
What is your name?
I'm not sure I should trust you. You've made it through the Guardians. You may have heard the song, but you've not joined the Sisters.
Oh no, this really is a cult.
Yeah. So is this your doing? I say, gesturing to the mind-controlled women.
Give me a reason why I should tell you anything of what's going on here.
Welcome to 2 tieflings with like 10 charisma.
Yeah, the 2 uncharismatic ones are doing this.
While this is happening, can I just look around the room and see if there's anything of interest? So there's like a special well.
Yeah.
Is the well spitting green stuff?
So there's women tending moss around a bubbling, gushing fountain in the middle of the chamber. The fountain is green and gross. And if you want to investigate the fountain, I will let you do that. But none of the women seem to be like tending the fountain. They're just tending the greenery around it.
Interesting.
I don't want to break my cover. Is there a way to investigate without breaking my cover? Like, just kind of going nearby on my way to different bits of green?
You see some glinting in the fountain and some movement.
Oh.
Like,
Cool.
something scaly in there. Like, there's creatures in there, maybe.
Interesting. I telepathically say, hey, there's creatures in this green mountain. Fountain. They rhyme though.
A mountain
Fountain.
Can you reply when you're doing
Gosh,
this? Or
Nope.
all right.
I just started saying, oh gosh, I should have been a bard. My rhyming skills are really good. Anyway, it's scaled. It's scaly. I can't quite get a good look. But maybe you should try and impress this person. Why were you chosen? I wonder.
So
Not me. I'm kind of left out.
to answer your question, Adara says out loud, you should trust us because we're the closest thing you're going to get to a sympathetic ear. We have traveled the lands and had positive dealings with Medusas, dryads, harpies, rusalkas, banshees. Help me out. What else?
Banshee? That's what?
Lamias.
Lamias.
What's a lamia?
Uh,
Just like
La
talking into your head this whole
Llorona.
time.
Maybe I guess partway
Or
through the list is just like,
lions,
shut up.
both, I
Oh.
believe. Because, like, didn't you have a dealing with the lion lamia earlier, Adara? Yeah. But I helped deal with a snake lamia. That was fun.
And we've helped them come to peaceful conflicts with nearby settlements that were convinced that they could not be peaceful. So.
Oh, yeah, hags. Had
Hags.
to deal with.
Oh yeah, shit ton of hags. So we're not on your side yet. It depends on what the fuck is going on here.
She uncrosses her arms and seems to relax a bit. Says, I apologize. My name is Melior. I'm the High Priestess here.
Nice to meet you. Have we said our names yet?
You have not.
Okay. I'm Vittori.
I'm Adara. And that's it. That's the two of us.
Maybe you could mention that I was around.
We had a friend, but they weren't let in. 'Cause
Yeah.
they weren't chosen. What does chosen mean?
They weren't a woman.
That makes
That's a
sense.
weird criteria.
I knew I shouldn't
Yeah,
have
like
made my pants so fluffy. Damn it.
Only women are allowed here without express invitation.
Good to
is there a
know.
particular reason for that? Is there like, because you said you were a high priestess. Is it like a religion just for women or something like that?
She kind of looks exasperated for a moment. Says, honestly, I don't know what's happening. My lady, Melusine, she's never exerted her influence like this before. It happened when that filthy king came here, and I don't know what happened between the two of them, but she gave him a prophecy, and then all of a sudden these women started coming, and this night came, and then she spoke to him, and then he stood at the door, and now all the creatures don't let anyone up except women, and the water is filthy, and I know that it's hurting my lady.
Who's your lady? Oh, wait, the Melusine. Never mind. No, hey, yeah, I got it.
You could
was
ask
it
where
just-
it will.
I
Sorry?
can tell that she's gotten to you too. Most
she?
women come here because she's gotten to them.
You could ask where Melusine is.
I feel like we would
I
have come
fucked
here
up.
regardless.
I should have said on all of those checks with the bats and the mudslides, Adar and Vittori didn't even need to roll.
Oh,
Oh,
well.
It would have just been the fucking with Brooks time.
Oh no.
gaslighting, Brooks.
So, was it just you here until these women started showing up?
Well,
You and
There's-
Melusine?
no, there's me and there's her daughter. And we occasionally have priestesses, but
Are they not here?
well, they come and go. They've never been fully under her control like this.
Interesting. Is there a possibility we can talk with Melusine?
I don't know if it's safe. Once she, if the two of you believe her or take any account that into what she said that you might also be enchanted, you can give me that saving throw again.
100% will do.
It was wisdom, right?
Yeah.
All right.
14.
16?
You are both free from the song.
All right, now I'm mad
And
at
Yay.
you
you.
know that you were enchanted.
All right, where is she?
Hmm.
She's in the water.
I'm gonna go over to the water.
Are you attacking the water or trying to shake any of the cultists out of what's going on or just taking a look?
I'm going to
taking
the
a look.
water and I'm kicking the water and I'm saying, "Hey asshole, get out here."
Victoria was just gonna go look over and peer over because obviously Brooke said there was something in the water, but like Victoria hadn't seen, so she was just gonna go look at what that was. Then Adara just comes over and just yells.
I am a tiefling of action.
Thrashing serpentine tails emerge from the bubbling water of a fountain. Melusine's torso is that of a beautiful woman with bat-like wings and a scaled lower body splitting into 2 snake tails. She's in a frenzy, lashing her tail in the water of the fountain and barely coherent, far from the wise figure of legend. The water's clouded with that same inky discoloration you saw in the waterfall, though much more concentrated here. Green stains like corroded copper mar Melusine's scales and skin, and her eyes glow a sickly green.
All right, I take it back. She's cursed.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast detect magic on her.
Okay.
Does she
That's like everything in a 30-foot radius, right?
Yeah.
So she, that reveals like Fae and stuff too. I one day will remember exactly how detect magic works.
It's just like magic and then like the school, like any spells.
Oh, okay. So it's not. Sorry, I confuse it with the paladin thing sometimes, where it's
Oh,
like
right.
Oh,
detect good and evil, where it's like you
Right,
can
right.
sense celestials, or like fiends, which would
Right.
like, doesn't make y'all light up because you're humanoids. But
Tandy.
she does not light up, but something at the bottom of the pool does.
What do you see?
Something
Announce it. Announce it.
glows.
I say.
down there.
There's something down there. And I think maybe we should like drink our antitoxin and then like dive down there, but I'm not sure how, how good that actually is because I don't have anything to do with underwater stuff.
Do you know how big it is? Maybe
Like
just use your hands. Use your hands. How big is it?
When that lights up, how big is the object?
The object is small. You could hold it in your hand.
Okay, so I just
All right.
like this.
I think this is a gold room operation. As I'm like bending down to like do some moss business, I pull out gold room.
Sorry, can I try and distract Melusine if while Brooks is doing this?
Absolutely.
I will do so by talking, but I'll let DW narrate their thing first.
All right, gold room. How you feeling, buddy? Really? Oh, come on! You did really well before. It was a slippery bridge. All right, fine. I put Golfram back into my pouch, and I cast Unseen Servant instead.
Ooh.
And which is I guess a figure or an entity that has basically no hit points, but it's invisible. Like you can't see it. Doesn't have. It's unseen, but it is basically still Brooks, just unseen. And so I'm gonna tell the unseen servants to. It's an invisible, mindless, shapeless, medium force. So I'm going to tell it to do its simple task of kind of going over and picking up that object and try and take it out of the fountain. So I can do simple tasks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your unseen servant can totally do that.
Hell yeah.
Okay, cool.
So as your unseen servant dives in.
Don't dive, just
Sleep.
walk.
Just walk. Adara,
walk
what
up
kind
to
of things are you saying to Melusine to distract her?
So does she seem like coherent enough to understand language? Like what level of like?
She seems like she's in a lot of pain.
Oh, okay.
And she's not aggressive or anything to us, right?
Nope, she's
Okay.
just kind of like thrashing.
I will open with the big hitter then, I guess. Did the king do this to you?
She throws her head back and wails.
I'm
Good, that
taking
means
that
she's
as
not
a
looking.
yes.
And you also hear the scream in your mind.
Yay! Thanks, a hater.
I say, ah! Telepathically to Adara and Vittori.
Oh no, it's the second yell.
There's two of them.
And actually, all the women stop what they're doing for a second and like
I stop also.
freeze and do kind of this, and then go back to what they were doing.
Okay.
Why are you controlling these women?
She continues to thrash and claw at her skin and her tail.
Oh no.
Oh, jeez.
Like she's trying to pull off parts of herself.
Yikes.
Yep. I'm just gonna keep asking questions I know I won't get the answer to until the unseen servant is back. So,
Yeah.
So I just keep doing that.
So after
What's
a
the
little
moss
bit,
for?
Brooks, your unseen servant comes back with a glimmering, kind of glowing copper key.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. And does it change the water or anything?
As soon as the key is out of the water, the fountain is cleansed.
Damn, hell yeah.
Ooh.
Good deployment
Since
of
my
gigantic-
detect magic lasts 10 minutes, now that it's out of the water, can I tell, like, if there's a specific kind of, like, school of magic that this key is, like, you know, has?
You would guess that there's a curse on this key.
Ooh.
I do not touch the key.
And Melusine herself, the green light leaves her eyes and they just become a regular green.
Just slightly, like, a few shades different.
Yeah, they're no longer glowing.
Mm.
And the coppery tone leaves her skin and she almost collapses into the water from exhaustion.
Oh, I think she needs healing. I tell the unseen servant to drop that into like a little pouch. Oop, zip.
Okay.
And what are the servants doing now?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
immediately stop what they're doing and kind of look around in confusion.
Okay.
Melior starts to kind of round them up, and you see her sort of trying to explain what's happening. unless you
Okay,
intervene.
good. I'm glad that responsibility doesn't land on us.
Yeah. Agree. I think Idara would just sort of call over there, like, don't let them leave until we're ready to go.
Yeah.
In case. But then turn back to Melusine. You feel better now?
She emerges from the water, and now she looks stunning. Like greenish gold hair, glimmering coppery, not corrupted like chunky vertigreen copper skin, but shining copper skin and bright green dual tails.
Whoa.
Like a
I
sexy
wander over
mom.
now. All right.
Oh my god,
I
thank
wander.
you for rating us. Disappointing Johns. Hi.
Good attain.
I wander over now, still disguised, and kind of approach her. Also, I don't have anything to give her though.
Pat.
You look a little better.
Just you freed me. What?
Yeah, there was this cursed key that was in the
Yeah,
bottom
at
of the well.
bottom. Hmm.
Do you know who did this to you or who put it there? I mean, I can guess.
This was like
Yeah, we can make some guesses.
Yeah.
this was Linus. This was that king. He came to me a month ago. I'm so sorry. I was not myself. You, and she looks at Adara and Vittori, and she says, did I control you?
No, but you need to apologize to that group over there.
I mean, you charmed us, but also
Wait, yeah.
like
you need to apologize to us and then them more. But
yeah,
both.
because I don't think you really controlled us because we were going to come here regardless.
Control a
of
little.
you controlling us, but you know, still
Just
bad, still yeah.
Just a little apology, maybe.
I lost control of my actions completely. For generations, these rulers have come to me to tell me their future or to ask me for guidance, and I was happy to give it. This king did not like the answer that I gave.
What was that answer?
I hear you, sister.
Your ambition will bring your kingdom low. By your own hand will the crown be struck from your head.
Oh, self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah, that's definitely happening now.
He flew into a rage and he threatened me, but he was no match for me. And then he must have put that into my fountain. I assume he meant to hurt me. But the corruption was wrought on his own people. Please, if you go to Gerino, tell them the truth. Rebalance the scales. I can give you magic items that have been brought to me for centuries as tribute. I have no need for things like cloaks of manta rays or mariners' armors, things like this.
Yeah.
Me neither, I would think.
Do you have a magic crossbow?
I didn't know what they
I'll
are.
take them.
Do you have a magic crossbow in this somewhere?
She says, if you agree, I'm happy to give you mariner's armor, a cap of water breathing, cloak of the manta ray, gloves of swimming and climbing, and each a potion of healing.
Yes.
Well, that seems reasonable.
I'll take a potion. Do you have anything from that is definitely like a sigil of you that we can bring back so we can tell them that we saw you and
Well, I can offer you each a prophecy.
Oh no, I don't really believe in those. But like is there like a little idol or something we can give so they know we met and visited you and fixed the situation and that you're not to blame?
She looks at you, Brooks, and her eyes glow green for a second. And she says, so you do not believe. Good. Prophecy is wasted on those who lie and cheat and interpose their own will on others' fate. Be careful of what you cultivate.
That's what I tell my customers.
Adara just has the biggest grin.
Same.
Hi, I'm Brooks, and I drop the disguise self. Just
I
helping
know
out.
who you are.
Oh, good. Well, glad we've become acquainted.
You were clever, getting past the night.
Well, you know, nights these days, they're not all that, right?
So, you want us to go back to town and just tell everyone the truth? You don't need anything else?
I've lived here for millennia. I have everything I need.
Yeah, that's fair.
Cool.
What I need is to apologize to these women who I've taken from their homes.
Can I make an insight check on whether I believe that she's repentant for mind controlling people?
Yep.
Cool.
Do you do prophecies or readings on yourself?
16.
She is absolutely repentant because
Good.
this was not in her control.
Good.
Yeah, I assume the key cursed her to do that.
And I should have told you, Adari, when you looked at it, it was a curse of corruption and fury.
Okay, interesting.
Ooh. I might
It's
keep
very
that on
interesting to me,
myself.
just like, why is it in the shape of a key?
Because it unlocks the rage.
Like, is there a door somewhere that, like, fits
Yeah.
with this key?
That's what I was thinking.
The secret king lab in his palace.
Yeah, where there's a pool of blood.
Oh no! Wrong adventure.
And he keeps all his brides. Yeah, do you do prophecies or portents for yourself?
No, I know my future.
You know your future. Cool, cool. That's all right.
Did you know this was going to happen?
I had hopes that it would not, but I was unable to see the depravity of that man.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, we will definitely go and do what we can.
Do you know the next in line ruler?
I assume the sister.
Yeah, but like, does the Melusine
Yeah.
does Melusine know the sister, and is she more comfortable with the sister being in charge, or
Do you know
we
what
need,
Sigrid?
do we need to have a
Yeah.
talking to with her also? Because probably not, but good to check before we leave.
Yeah. Says, Sigrid is kind. She is unambitious, but sometimes a lack of ambition is useful in a queen.
Interesting.
All right.
And as she looks at Adara, her eyes flash brightly for a second. And she holds her hand up in front of you and says, "Those whom you seek are far away. Deep in the swamp waits your first prey.
Ooh.
High in the mountains, I see one you'll slay. But your time is shrinking day by day."
Damn.
I already know that. Fine, thanks. Didn't ask for your help, but take out my
I love the
journal and write it
rhyming
down.
thing.
Yeah, it's really nice
I'm loving-
rhyme.
Yeah, I'm loving these rhyming prophecies you're given. They're good. They're good.
I have a lot of time
Do you know where the third
Yeah.
one is?
in the mountains.
Are two of them in the mountains?
Yeah, it's
Tick
just, huh?
Tick tock.
You don't have to be a snob about it. Adara takes out her little like journal thing and just like writes down like swamp, mountains, Telshy.
Another thing. Are the knights, Sir Raymond, etc., were they bad or just good but under orders? Do you know?
They came here to kill me. I showed them the error of that.
Oh, good.
Ominous and vague. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Got anything for
let's take
Vittori
this-
before we leave?
Sidoran says, "You haven't asked for anything."
I don't really think either of us asked for anything either. Darcy's like looking at Brooks.
I operate on a pretty day-by-day basis. I'm not really sure I want to know my future more than that. But also, I don't know,
Your
you're
iron
offering,
will-
and that it feels kind of bad to turn you down. Especially when Jess had to write something like an hour before the stream.
Your iron will has served you well and kept your heart from beasts of hell. A tender gaze, a softened word, then beckons you to tasks absurd. While slithering in dens of mist, you'll see her lips that must be kissed.
Wow, that's gay.
Cave lesbians.
I don't need anything really. I'll take his health potion, but you know us, kind of diviners, we gotta, you know, this. We're not customers for each other. We're like, what do you call like a I don't know, co-workers almost, you would say, like this. So I don't need anything. Would you like a prophecy or a?
7.
Is it 7?
I mean, no, you probably don't need one because you know your own future, so that's okay. I'm cool.
You will not be harmed on your way down the mountain.
Thanks.
So
Oh, that's
so
a
are you
good
saying we
prophecy.
don't have to do an elaborate thing to get across the bridge, Jess?
Yay.
I am saying that.
Are you sure you don't want to spend another hour just trying to get across the bridge?
Another hour on the bridge. Well, it was lovely meeting you, and I mean, you got any pointers for divination?
Stay out of trouble, Brooks.
I mean, I always try.
Do you?
I endeavor to. But, you know, it's like,
thinking.
but you know, the fate. With the faith, it's kind of like money. You know, you gotta risk a little you gotta spend a little to receive profits back. So sometimes a little bit of a risk yields a higher reward. But noted. That's noted. Definitely noted. I'll write that in my notebook.
Do I believe that Brooks is going to take this advice?
Inside check.
Inside check. Oh, 22.
I've just written "yikes" in my diary.
Oh, perfect.
That's beautiful.
So she gives you the promised treasure, assuming that you will do what she said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
we were already going to do that. We will absolutely take every magic item she is willing to hand us. We'll be polite and worry about divvying them up when we're not literally in front of her.
Okay.
Yeah. And also so we can actually read the descriptions of all of these magic items.
On your way out, you see Melior escorting the women back in, and Melusine starts apologizing profusely to all of them.
I kind of look to them and say, "Hey, look, at the end of the day, you got to blame the king. None of this would have happened. All right? So mind control is not a pleasant thing, but you got to bring it down to the source.
Yeah.
Don't blame Melusine, It's that rotten king."
Does Melusine say anything about, like, the cause of all of this? Or does she just say, like, I'm sorry I was wrong?
Basically, I'm sorry I wasn't in control of myself, and I'm so sorry that I hurt you.
Okay. Then, yeah, Idara definitely joins Brooks and is just like, do you want to know why she wasn't in control of her actions?
I mage hand out the cursed key. I'm like, it was this freaking key. It's cursed. It turned the water green. This is the source of all the bad stuff and everything that happened to you. You want to know where this key came from? Look, you don't need to be an amazing diviner like myself to kind of find out where that was. It's from the king. It was Elinus.
Yeah, the king just had it for some reason. I don't know, like, does that mean that he came up here to listen to the prophecy and just had the key
And
on
just,
him? Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I think it was premeditated.
Does the key look old?
It looks fairly new, actually. Like it was made.
It was created for this.
So he's a spellcaster and he just like created a key and just dropped it in there all of a sudden. Okay.
Or
Or
ask
he's got
someone else to curse
spellcasts.
it.
Yeah.
So
or
if we
he's-
have to
he's a king,
fight
he probably-
him,
He probably
he's
has
probably a
spellcasters.
spellcaster. Yeah.
Can
Or he has people like alchemists, like royal alchemists and mages to do this kind of thing.
True,
I
but
hope he's
think-
just a pushover.
I think he's not. It wasn't premeditated because it was premeditated that Melusine would have seen it coming. I think.
she did
Well,
say that
apparently
she
she-
saw it coming and just hoped it wouldn't happen because divination's not 100%.
But obviously, like she would have seen
Right?
it coming because it happens. But like maybe it wasn't like because it wasn't. Because like if he came up here with the key already planned, I think she would have seen it more coming just because the chance of it happening were higher.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. But
I
can Melusine heal HP damage before we leave.
Can she?
I mean, we could always short rest.
Yeah,
you.
she
Yeah.
has cure wounds and lesser restoration.
Hey.
So, yeah, she can do that.
I will
And
kindly
greater
request.
restoration.
I will kindly
So, yeah.
request that she heal me before we go back down in case we have to fight the king.
Yeah, she can greater restoration you.
Does that
Oh,
do
yeah.
HP damage? Because that's the only thing wrong with me.
Nope, that's not it. That's not the one that we want. That's to undo like charmed or something.
Yeah.
So we want cure wounds.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Just, since it's her fault that I got bit and all.
Let's see. Hey, give me the thing that it does.
If you two want a short
Cure
rest,
wounds to do.
we can actually do that too. I just figured I'd hang on to my hit
Yeah,
dice.
sure. I'll have a
I mean,
short
I don't
rest.
think I have anything that replenishes on a short rest, but like,
Yeah, I'll
I'm
take a
sure
short rest.
The warlock will
Yeah, our
appreciate
warlock
a short
might want
rest.
Yeah, there we go. Short rest done.
All right.
Oh yeah.
You get 13 hit points back.
13. Okay, so I
Oh wait,
will
plus your
use...
spellcasting modifier. So, which it doesn't say because what is the? So she's it's this is 17. Just do 17.
All right, I will use a hit die, and then I'm probably good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm good now. Cool. Ready to go confront the king?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do it.
So your way back down the through the caves and across the river is easy. There's no rock slides, no bats, no snakes attacking you.
If we see even a hint of the snakes, I'm giving them the biggest stink eye.
Is
And-
the bridge still mossy?
The bridge is still mossy,
God damn it.
but there are no water weirds and vine blights trying to attack you if you fall in the water this time.
I figured that was what they were.
So as soon as you arrive to Gerino, the guards see you and are so shocked that you came back down.
Did we
They
come back
am-
with all the missing women too?
And also the water's good now.
The water is good.
Oh, and also, can we get Sir Raymond and
yes.
Flodrick?
Yeah, we want to have the
Yeah.
biggest entourage of people and then spend the entire walk down just explaining to them why all of this is the king's fault.
Yes.
Yeah, especially Sir Raymond.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. The guard takes all of you straight to the castle
Nice.
Cool.
for
Oh,
an
yeah.
audience with King Alinus.
Can we talk to Sigrid first? Or can she be in the room?
She is in the room.
All
You
right.
cannot talk to her.
Excellent.
So you've returned.
Oh,
And Sigrid looks
have we?
ecstatic that all of these women are back.
Yes, we have.
Mhm.
And King Alinus, would you and the court like to know what the source of Melusine's rage was?
I assumed she'd been driven mad by something.
Well, you
How
assumed
astute.
very.
Being immortal, you'd start to lose it once after a few centuries.
Oh, no, like the plot, you've kind of lost it there. No, you see, it was something that drove her mad. So she couldn't think and act in her right mind. And that thing was a cursed item delivered there and placed with malicious intent to curse Mel's. that lady on the mountain.
Mel.
And
Mel.
and it appears that the last person to see her and most likely place this cursed item was, geez, let me think. I think it was you, King Alinus. Do you recognize this? And I pull out the key with my mage hand.
He just snaps his fingers and goes, guards, arrest these tieflings. They're clearly out of their mind.
I will draw my weapon.
Yeah, crossbow time.
At that, guards move to come towards you. And Sir Raven shouts out, "No! They speak the truth! The king corrupted the water. He's callous and cruel. He only hired adventurers because they were expendable to him."
We're hurt.
Truly.
Sigrid, are you hearing all of this?
The downfall of your town and kingship is because the king himself.
How unfortunate.
He tried to avoid the prophecy, and in doing so, he has brought it upon himself.
Ah!
He kind of looks at all of you and looks at the king, who is clearly fuming that the guards aren't moving to arrest you.
I say, guards, everyone, court, this king, he is the one to blame. He is unfit to rule. Can I do a persuasion check?
I was about to say, that sounds like a persuasion check.
And my eyes flash white for a moment, as I'm pretty confident, because I've seen this happen, like deja vu. So that's a 22, as I use one of my portents.
Hell yeah.
The council starts muttering amongst themselves, and you hear a clamor suddenly as they start saying, Sigrid should rule. Sigrid.
Yeah, Sigrid.
Yeah.
Who said that?
I agree.
Yeah.
Sigrid should rule.
And she says, I promised Linus I wouldn't. That's what he looks over at her and says, "You know why you're still alive."
What are you doing? Are you blackmailing her?
No, I all but revoked my claim to the throne.
Can I move, like, in between him and her in case he starts, like, being violent?
Yeah.
All right, I'm doing that. And I'm just gonna say, you better start explaining.
She looks down and says, I'm the older sister.
So it was your throne the whole time?
After our father died mysteriously, I said that I wasn't interested in ruling. But maybe I've changed my mind.
Heavy lies the crown. Heavy lies the crown, Sigrid. You know what? I mean, you said you renounced throne, but you know what's the crown? What better way to renounce your crownship than poison your entire kingdom? So I think that weighs heavier, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But first, I think we should give King Linus a chance to explain himself. Maybe persuade us that what we've discovered isn't true. Can I get
That witch called for the downfall of this kingdom. She said that we would be destroyed. I tried to lessen her power so it wouldn't come true.
That's not how any of this works. She's not saying that just because she's going to be the cause of it. That's just how, like, the world works. You can't, like, curse her and think that they'll stop it. They'll only hasten what is inevitable. God, I hate that word.
Yeah, if someone's giving you good advice and you don't like it, that's not that person's fault for the outcome. And
don't shoot the messenger.
Yeah,
Something 8-year-olds learn.
For King Linus trying to convince people.
Uh-huh.
Can I use my second portent for that?
Sure. What do you want to do?
That I've seen that he does a mess of a job and use the really low roll I rolled for portent. That I've seen that he does a shit ass job of explaining himself, and so he gets a 2.
Okay.
Like, no, we should give him a chance. Come on.
Yeah.
This is why you should be king.
Yeah, and he does have a +5 to persuasion,
Oh,
so
man.
that was good that you did that. 'Cause he's a noble. I was trying to save the kingdom, keep those invaders out of our doors, but my father hated that witch, our grandfather hated that witch, and now my witch of a sister is trying to overtake me. And he suddenly gets drowned out by the chorus of the council calling for Sigrid.
Good.
Yeah.
Sigrid.
She stands up a little taller and says, "Guards, Sir Raymondin, arrest my brother on charges of treason against Gerino. Please."
Almost got it.
You'll get there.
And Sir Raymondin, a handful of guards, and Vodnik, who's still on crutches, move forward and take Alinus into custody as he screams. His crown falls off as he is shouting.
Oh, he did the thing.
Yay!
Ting, 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 ting.
Figuratively and literally.
Yay!
My lady, I believe that's yours. I gesture to the crown.
Oh. And a member of the council comes and places it on her head.
Hell yeah. Fastest coronation ever.
Yeah.
She says, "Well, it's not official, of course. I suppose we'll have to have a trial and a coronation, but
The good news is you have a shit ton of witnesses.
she goes, "Oh,
Yeah.
it's heavy. Huh."
You'll do fine. You'll do fine. All hail Queen Sigrid! And then I cast minor illusion to sound like other people are chanting, and, like just behind the like nobles and everything.
Amazing.
All hail Queen Sigrid!
And yeah, they join. They all start
Yes.
cheering.
Yay.
And she says, "I believe you were promised 50 gold apiece."
Yep.
Yep.
At least, yeah.
At least. She says, I'll be sure to have the treasurer give you that. Oh, I have so much to do. I don't know how I'm gonna tend to my regular duties and do everything Alinus did."
I have a feeling he didn't do much.
Yeah.
I think
his main role was just lamenting.
Yeah, I think you will find that your regular duties are in fact most of the tasks required of you now that you are officially in charge.
Yeah.
And don't forget, you've got a very important and intelligent ally. You've got Melusine.
Melusine?
Melusine, yeah, sure. In fact, Sogrid, like she, I believe she's the victim here also. So I think between the two of you, I think you would run the kingdom really well.
We'll have to send a delegation to apologize to her.
Maybe they can get married. I, the player, say. Adara does not say.
And with the shouts of joy echoing through the halls, is there anything else you would like to do?
I'm gonna turn to the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay, and just hold up Golfroom and say, another successful destiny.
Adara just
as portented by Golfroom the Great.
Adara just drops a hand on Brooks's shoulder, but holding kind of tight, and is just I'd say you're karmically balanced in this town now. You're probably set to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, I telepathically say, okay, I'm done. I tell your friends, and then I'm
just imagining Brooke doing this anime kind of spin and hold up and just
yeah,
as if Ash Cat caught a Pokemon and then just suddenly an arm comes across and just snaps him out of it.
Also, at some point during the evening, I assume at least Adara and Vittori probably head to a tavern or whatever, and Adara spends a chunk of time just ribbing her cousin and being like, "What was that prophecy? Do you want to talk about your prophecy?"
I don't know.
Your prophecy had lips?
Yes, it did.
And that was The Scales of Melusine by Eleanor Hinckley from Uncaged Volume 2. Thank you all so much for joining us. Next week, we're still going to be right here, but we're going to be playing as part of Gen Con Live.
Woo!
So you can register to watch us, which makes us look popular. or you can still just come watch us here. It's not that big of a deal. But that's how you can register. We're also doing a panel next Friday called Shoot Your One Shot, exploring the versatility of TTRPGs. So the Threefs are going to be there doing that. So be sure to check us out then. And at next week, we are running All's Fair by Jess Waters from, again, Volume 2. So I'm Jess. You can see me on Twitter at Miss_Jess03. And I'm doing so friggin' much at Gen Con. That's probably what I'm going to be talking about all week. Apart from the two things with the Threeflings, I'm moderating an Uncaged panel on Saturday, and I'm running Warhammer on Thursday and also Saturday. So sign up to play Warhammer with me. I posted my times on my Twitter. So Brooks, thank you so much for joining us. Who are you and where can we find you?
I'm just a little tiefling that does a bit of divination on the side. I am DW. You can find me on Twitter at DW_Dagon. And yeah, where I sometimes been quite a bit lately, but post about art and RPG stuff and things I'm working on. So yeah.
Draz, who are you? Where can we find you? I should have said
Hello.
Vittori.
Hello, I am Draz, also known as Allison. You can find me on Twitter at Drazillion. My 1K follower giveaway is about to wrap up in about 24 hours. So, like, if you want me to draw you art, or if you want one of my TTRPGs, or my 5th edition one shot that I can actually give away, then be sure to go look at that. My big project right now is D&D for BLM, which is a charity zine that pay what you want. That's going to be on DM's Guild. Editing just wrapped up yesterday, so it is currently going into layout. So that's fun. So maybe it'll be out soon. We'll see. And the last thing on my list of things is that I am the person who makes the emotes for this channel, and I am currently about to make some more, so look out for those.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Dara, who are you? Where can we find you?
I'm GwenDB all over the internet, and you can find me mostly on Twitter and also kind of on Instagram, GwenDB_arts, where I draw pictures. And yeah, that's it. That's the whole thing. I follow those if you want to see pictures. Normally I say I do it in exchange for money and you should pay me, but don't do that, please. I'm too busy. Just follow for free art.
Don't request free art.
Yeah,
that's not
follow for free art that I decide upon and you have no say in, but it's free and you get to look at it.
It's free real estate.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We are gonna raid We Are Nerdsmith right quick. They are doing Twitch sings, so I imagine they're singing. They've always been really nice to our channel, so let's go give them some love. And then we are about to shoot our Patreon video. Good night, and we love you so much.
Okay.
Oh, what were you going to say?
I was going to say there was a portent that Brooks didn't get the chance to say.
Oh, I want to hear
it. It didn't come up. So it was many women.
Let's save it for the Patreon video.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
See ya.
Support our Patreon to hear Brooks's portent.
Woo.
All right. Good night, friends.
Good night.